What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another live stream. I have been not doing these lives from last week just because I have been on holiday. But essentially, guys, we are looking at Bitcoin right now, and it's on the verge of selling off really, really hard. So if we look at Bitcoin right now, like if we look at Bitcoin on this 1 hour/4 hour chart, we can see that the current support is 60,600, right? 60,677 is your current support right over here. Okay, so what I'm waiting for is price to close below this level, and we are going to be looking for sells back down to 58k. This is going to be the setup for the day. If price can obviously close below this point, because right now it's honestly looking like Bitcoin is still holding this level, but I do think that we're going to see more downside within today, because we have been retesting this low multiple times today, which means it's getting weaker. And what that entails for us, it means that price is most probably just going to break through it straight away. Okay, so we're going to wait for this. We're going to wait for price to obviously close below this level. We might just see price consolidate until we get that closure. So essentially what we're going to wait for is, you know, something like this where we see price close below and then we take sells. We're only going to take the sells once price actually closes below this point. But until then, we can look at some other setups. I am obviously looking at a few setups right now, but let's have a look at them. But essentially, this is Bitcoin, and once Bitcoin breaks this low, we'll probably see the whole market absolutely tank from this point. So just be careful if you guys are looking for long positions. There is obviously a few coins that are outperforming Bitcoin. I will go over those coins as well, but until then, it's just looking like there's a lot more downside today. So I wouldn't really looking to open up any long positions. Okay, so let's see what we got. I am looking at Solana short. We did take a short here for Solana at this price. A little bit higher, around about 137.086. We got quite a few positions open for Solana there. You can see that we are obviously short for Sol. Since let me just move my head. You can't see my entry price. There we go. You can see the entry price over there. You can see we are short on Solana. So we'll see what happens today. I will go over my analysis for Solana. Because the thing is, right now it's looking like, if we have a look at Sol, let's go back here. Let's have a look at Solana. Yeah. So if we have a look at Solana right now, it's looking like we are obviously still holding this level here. Okay. So if we have a look at the 4 hour time frame, it's still looking really, really bearish to me. It does look like we will see more downside for Solana. You can see that this was a rejection zone we were speaking about yesterday, and I was saying that if price closed above 141, then yeah, cool, we'll probably see price go up. But until then, Solana is most probably going to come down, back down to these lows, back down to 125. You know, if Solana can close below 135 over here, so if it can close below this key support right over here, then we're probably going to see more downside for Sol. So I'll probably wait for that for Solana. But until then, you know, it's looking like we're probably just going to see a bit of consolidation today. We'll wait for New York session, and then we take sells further down. So we are obviously, we did take a short there for Solana. And if you guys haven't entered the setup, I would actually advise to wait for Solana to break below this low over here. Because if Solana doesn't break below this low, we're probably just going to see a bounce, right? So we're probably just going to see a bounce, because you can see how price has been creating this pattern over here. Might come back up to this level and then come down. But until then, we're just going to wait for that. Okay. So Solana still looks really good for more downside. And like I said, for Bitcoin, it's really, really simple setup today. We're going to wait for price to close below 60,677. Once we close below that level, then cool, we'll take some sells back down to 58k. So I am more on the bearish side today. I don't think that we're going to see that bounce that everyone's waiting for. I do think that there's going to be a lot lower targets today, guys. I do think that we're going to see a lot lower targets. So just be aware of that. There might be that today. Okay. There is a setup that we can look for right now. It is a Pepe setup. Essentially looking to short Pepe at this level. You can see that we obviously still we're holding this low right over here. Okay. This is your support. So Pepe is looking like it wants to come down lower. Obviously still holding support, right? But this key level here that we got on the 15-minute time frame, still holding that level. So I want to see how this next 15-minute candle closes. If this 5-minute closes like this, then we'll take some more sells here for Pepe at the current price. Stop loss just above the highs right over here. And then take profit's going to be, you're looking at a take profit at around about 0.1179. Okay. So this is going to be the setup for Pepe. We're going to wait for this next 5 minutes closure. If we get a nice little closure, we'll take that sell for Pepe. Okay. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the market. Obviously, market's not looking great. It's looking bearish. Not looking too good. We did actually only really in sells. We did take some OP sells yesterday as well. We did post that in the Telegram group. Still holding those sells, but we'll see what we get today. I mean, Bitcoin still looks really, really bad here. You can see that on the daily time frame for BTC. You can just see that right now it didn't close. It's just waiting for it to load. It's just still waiting for it to load here. Just give it 1 second. Don't know why it's taking so long to load. Yeah, but if you guys are on Twitter, make sure you guys do. If you have any coins that you want me to go over, just put in the comments. I will be going over those coins. Hey man, back here. I'm actually in the prop. You mentioned still on the requirements, so still in the game. Awesome. Bruno, nice to see that you're back. Awesome. Awesome, that's great to hear. Yeah, so I've got a setup for you, Bruno. Essentially for the prop account, looking at a Pepe short from this level here. Pepe is obviously come straight back up to this 5-minute high. So I'm looking to short this on the prop account as well. So we got quite a few Solana shorts here, and we're going to look for a short on Pepe. Oh no, you can't trade Pepe on the prop accounts. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so we'll look for another setup, but yeah, you can't trade it on the prop accounts. Okay. Solana looks really good, Bruno. So what I'm looking at for Solana here, we took some sells at 137. So we took some sells on this rejection over here, and I'm looking to target around about 125. I'm looking to target 125 here. I do think that this is going to play out because, like I said, Bitcoin looking absolutely bearish here. I do think that we're going to see more downside, even in this stream today. Looking like we're going to see a lot lower here for the session. So I'm hoping that we can get some setups here for Bitcoin. We'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. Looking good though. Looking good. Yeah. So Bitcoin, I do think that Bitcoin's at a really, really nice place now for us for some sells. Because you can just see that this level here, bouncing, right? We closed below. Where do we come to 58K? And then what? Bouncing. Same thing over here. Bouncing. Once we close below, we take sells back down to the lows around about 58K. That's going to be the level. Yeah. So to be honest with you, it's looking good. It is looking good. It is looking good. Yeah, so Pepe did close below here. I'm going to take these setups here for Pepe at this current price. We did get in a little bit lower here. I'm going to take another sell here for Pepe at the price over here. Stop loss just above the highs over here. I do think that we're going to see a rejection. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, nice. I'll be on on the prop account. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the setup for the prop account is going to be Solana. But what I said a bit earlier is you can't shorting Solana here is not the greatest idea. Obviously, we are bearish on the day, but if you didn't get into Solana at like these prices over here, you're gonna kind of have to wait for price to close below this level here, or you can just look at maybe a sell with a stop just above these highs. But yeah, I'm expecting Solana to come back down to 125. I'm expecting Solana to come back down to 125. So we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, right now it's looking like we will get that today. We'll wait and see. It's going to be an interesting day. There is a bit of news a little bit later. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So, what's the date today? It is a Thursday. Thursday, final GDP and unemployment claims. So yeah, today is quite a big day. So in a couple hours time, we will have these numbers out. It's going to be quite a crazy day. I do think that we're going to see a lot of volatility throughout New York session. So just be careful of that. Obviously, it doesn't really change the plan for the day. The plan for the day is selling. But we have to wait for confirmation here. Okay. We have to wait for confirmation, especially for Bitcoin. I'm not going to take a short for Bitcoin now. It just doesn't make sense. We have to wait for BTC to close below 60,700. Once we get Bitcoin to close below that zone, we can take those sells. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, while we wait for this, I'm going to put an alert for Bitcoin. I don't want to just stare at Bitcoin the whole time. Let's put an alert there. And let's look at some other charts. Cardano has been taking a beating in the last couple of days. If you look at ADA, we can see that, yeah, we were speaking about that range a long time ago. I think like a couple of days ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And it's currently retesting this bottom of the range over here for Cardano. Yeah, if we have a look at the 4 hour, we did get a closure below, but it's starting to form a bit of a bearish structure over here. If Cardano can break below 0.373 today, we can look for some sells. I do think that Cardano will easily break this low over here, looking to sell back down to. We have quite a lot of liquidity built up on this trend over here. You can see there's a lot of liquidity built up around about these levels here. So I do think that we can come as low as these zones. So let's have a look here. It will probably be this level here. We'll extend this to the right. Okay. So this would be the setup for Cardano. Back down to this low, around about 9% drop. So Cardano is looking good for a massive sell-off as well. Like I said, once we break this low, it's currently in a range. We will be looking at some sells. Okay. So a 9% drop would be great. Honestly, looks really, really good for Cardano. I'm just trying to see if we can maybe get another setup here. Audi kind of bouncing. Audi's looking relatively strong compared to most other coins. So taking sells on Audi today is maybe might not be the play. Looking at a potential, if price can close below this level here for Audi, we could potentially take a sell, but it's important to wait to see, because right now it's forming some type of bull flag, which is obviously a bullish pattern. You can see that price has been getting rejected from this level multiple times. We're getting rejected again. But if price can obviously close above this level, we can look for potential buys. But if it closes below, we can take some sells as well. Just remember that Audi is obviously quite bullish on the day compared to other coins. So you don't really want to be shorting the bullish coins. You rather short the ones that are as weak as Bitcoin, not stronger against Bitcoin. Yeah. So all these at a critical zone right now. Ton's been actually really strong. It's starting to form a little bit of a triple top as well. I mean, look at this top over here. I mean, this is very strong resistance. Very strong resistance. Ton's looking like it wants to sell off. It's looking like it wants to sell off back down to this trend line. Honestly, looks really good here. I want to have a look at this. We could potentially take some shorts here for Ton. Have a look at this trend line. It's been holding multiple times. Let's just make this a little bit more perfect. Yeah. So Ton looks really decent here. The 1 hour time frame, the 30-minute time frame looking like it wants to sell off. Yeah, it looks good, to be honest with you. It does look really good, yeah. Can you trade Ton on top account? You can't. Well, let's have a look at what we can trade on this account. Let's put it by change to see that Shiba is down the most, Dogecoin, Chainlink, Filecoin. So let's go over the ones that are down the most. So Shiba, Dogecoin, and ADA. Let's go over Shiba quickly. Yo, look at this beautiful structure here for Shiba. Looking absolutely bearish here. I mean, look at when I was charting Shiba last. I mean, it was last year 14th. I mean, I haven't really traded Shiba much. But it's looking absolutely terrible. I mean, look at this drop that it can literally drop another 50% here. Back down to these lows, right? 34%. So technically, guys, Shiba, let's have a look. I mean, if you look left here, it's currently at resistance. Okay, that's important. So we know that this is resistance. Okay. So this is your resistance on the daily time frame. So if we start closing below this level here today, I'm probably going to take sells because that's your daily resistance, right? And if price breaks that daily resistance, then you're cool. We'll probably see a massive drop for Shiba. Because I mean, if you look at the weekly time frame, that is also your weekly high, but it's not as strong as these highs over here. Okay. It is quite a strong high. Let's have a look. If we bring your Fibonacci from the low to the high, yeah, I do think that we can come back down to this level. This is more of a level that I would want to look at. Okay. So for Shiba, we can definitely come as low as this zone. Okay. Oh shit. Can't see the proper chart. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so for Shiba, yeah, my bad. So for Shiba, like I said, essentially, guys, we're at a very strong level right now. So this is your high, yeah, your weekly high. But we have broken the 618. So the next key level for Shiba is going to be this level here at 0.113. Yeah. So essentially, that is what I'm going to be looking at for the day. I think that Shiba can drop to that level. Obviously, if the whole market of Shiba is going to get affected, looking at 19 to 20% drop here for Shiba. Yeah, look at the daily time frame as well. Daily is looking bad. Okay, so like my game plan for Shiba, obviously market structure bearish. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour time frame needs to close below this level here. Okay. For me right now, I can't take the sells. You had a very strong daily resistance and a weekly resistance. But if price can close below this level, then yeah, cool. We'll most probably just see a massive sell-off. Okay. So like I said, price needs to close below. We take sells back down to these lows. This is what I'm going to be looking for. Yeah, for Shiba. It's looking really good. But like I said, you can't take the sells now. To be honest with you, it just doesn't make sense. because you're shorting at such a strong zone. And with the market right now, Bitcoin's currently at support. A lot of coins at support. You really want to wait for price to close below this level here, because if price doesn't close below, we most probably just going to bounce, right? Most probably just going to do this, and then you'll get stopped out. So for me, we're going to wait for like the 1 hour candle closure here, because the daily time frame just looking really weak, and we close really strong below the 618. So I do think that we're going to see a little bit lower here for Shiba. Okay. So we'll see. Overall market's not looking great. If you guys did just join, we did take those shorts for Pepe. We did take these shorts for Pepe. Okay. So we did short Pepe at this price. We actually entered a short over here, then we entered another one at this point. It does look good. Okay. Overall market's not looking great. Let's have a look at some other coins. What was the other ones? So we have Dogecoin. Obviously, Dogecoin's down, and then Dogecoin. If we have a look at Doge, let's have a look here. Okay. So like I said, Shiba not looking great. Dogecoin obviously also not looking great. You can see that we've got that level at 0.12605. That is your daily high. Okay. So on the 4-hour time frame, it's also your 4-hour high. This zone over here, right? This is a very strong resistance zone. Currently now have a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin closed below the range on the lower time frame, on the 4-hour time frame here. It's honestly looking really bad for Dogecoin here. Have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is actually starting to flip here. Dogecoin looking really bad. I think we could potentially look at some shorts here back down to these lows. You can see that. Okay, so if you look at Dogecoin, what was happening? Dogecoin was trading in this range, right? Let's make this a different color. Make it a little bit different here. So you can see Dogecoin was trading in a range, right? So right now, you can see that price was trading like this, ranging, right? And once we close below, where do we come? We come straight back to this level here. So this is the next key zone for Dogecoin at 1187. So personally, I think that we're going to see that today. I do think that we're going to see that today because we closed below the range. So I think taking short here is valid. Taking short here, yeah, we can. We can. That's why I'm looking at Doge. I'm going to look at all the ones on top. Okay. So Dogecoin, I'm looking at some sells here. I will be taking a sell. Let's have a look here. Let's see the 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to take this for Dogecoin here. I'm going to take a sell here. 2% risk. Stop loss, we're going to put our stop loss just above this high over here. I'm going to take the setup for Dogecoin. Okay, so I'm going to enter a trade here for Doge. 2% risk. Okay. We're going to enter 2 sells here. So we got 1. We're going to enter another one here as well. Okay. And then our stop loss. So I'll take profits. I'll take profits at 0.11872. And then stop loss is at 4.12131. Yeah. I mean, you only what? 0 points? 1, 2? No, 4 points. 4.1220. 1, 2, 2. So we've got that set up for Dogecoin. Dogecoin looks great. Stop loss here, it's the same setup. So I'll take off with that 0.1872, 0.1872. So we're looking at like a $150 profit stop loss, 0.12213. Only like a 48% loss, $48 loss. So the risk reward's really good. Okay, so we're in Dogecoin shorts here, guys. Like I said, market's not looking good. I'm gonna post this just to the Telegram group because I think it's a great setup. So we're gonna jump into that. Just give me 1 second, yeah. Oh, wait. Stop loss. TP as 0.1187. Yeah. Yeah, that's the setup. That is the setup. Dogecoin shorts, guys. Dogecoin shorts. I think this is a great setup. I like the look of it. Okay, so let's see what happens. We're keeping the stop loss super tight here. Don't need. The thing is, right? If Dogecoin closes back above the range, then you're cool. We'll be out the setup, which is why we put the stop loss just above the range here. So it gives it a little bit of room. Here. I do think that this is going to play out. Looks really, really good. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a 2% gain here. So like a 40% on a 20x if you are using normal leverage. But if you're using the proper count, it's not. It's a 5x leverage. So let's see what happens, Jab. I do think that's a good setup. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of just parking and not doing anything. Bitcoin is just waiting. So like I said, guys, we're waiting for the setup for Bitcoin. We are waiting for the setup. Can't really do much until we don't get this closure. Okay, can't really do much until we don't get this closure here. We have to get a 30-minute or a 1-hour closure below 60,700. 60,700 for Bitcoin. If we can close below there, then we're going to take those sells for Bitcoin. But until then, we can't take those sells for BTC. Okay. So like I said, Bitcoin's at a critical zone, right? If Bitcoin bounces from here, then cool. It's probably going to bounce back up to. Let's actually have a look here. I like to look at the liquidation heat map because it gives us the zones for the day. Essentially, if we bearish on the day, we're going to wait for the price to hit the liquidation zone. So if we have a look at this, let's see what we got for the day, the 24-hour chart here. So not much. We have liquidity built up at 62,000, but it's not much. There's a lot more built up below here at 60,400. So for Bitcoin, 60,400, we'll definitely see that today. I do think we will. Dogecoin looking absolutely great here. Okay, so we're in a couple setups here. We're in a couple setups. We're in a Dogecoin shorts. If you guys did just join, welcome, welcome. We are trading live here. We are looking for some shorts there. Like I said, shorting does look like the way forward today. I do think that we're gonna see more downside. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Let's get some music, a bit more music here. Bruno, are you still here? Did you take that short? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I do think that it's a good setup, Bruno. Because if, like I said in the analysis, right, Dogecoin. So first thing first, are we bearish or bullish on the day for Dogecoin, right? Easy. We go to the daily time frame. Okay. I mean, Dogecoin's been getting absolutely wrecked multiple times on this downside, right? This was the level at 0.12605, right? This zone over here, massive rejection zone on the daily. We're getting rejected here multiple times, and then look at this right now. The daily time frame is looking like it wants to close below here, so we're expecting that it's going to close bearish there. And also the 4-hour candle closed absolutely bearish here. The 4-hour candle closed below the zone. I mean, this zone for Dogecoin, we've been trading in this zone for how long? Yeah, let's have a look. So we've been trading for around about 8 days and 20 hours. We finally closed below the zone. I do think that we've got a lot more downside here for Dogecoin. Yeah. It's just looking really good. A great setup. If you guys did just join, welcome to the live. We are trading live over here. We do this every day. I'm actually going live multiple times today, around about 4 times today. So make sure you guys do follow me over here. I do have 2 accounts, but make sure you do follow this account because this is where I do go live over here. So basically, I will be going live now. Well, I'm obviously live now. I'm going live in the next 2 hours. Let me just repost that, and then we'll be going live a little bit later. I'm not actually sure the time, to be honest, but yeah, I'm going live a lot today. Looks like we're coming down here for Dogecoin. Looks good. So where's this take profit 1 gonna be? TP1, Bruno, TP1 is going to be at 0.12001 for Dogecoin, yeah. Yeah. If you guys did just join, welcome. So like I said in the beginning, Bitcoin obviously getting absolutely smacked, not looking good. The 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, everything looking really bad for Bitcoin. So there's a lot of indication that we might get a dump today, which is why I would be really only looking at sells on the day. I don't really want to be looking for buys today, just because Bitcoin is at a critical zone, right? Bitcoin's at a zone where if price can break this zone today on the 1 hour time frame, if price can break this level here on the 1 hour time frame, then yeah, cool. We're probably going to come down, retest these lows at 58k. And honestly, if you ask yourself an honest question, Bitcoin is really stuck in a range here. And if we lose that range, the next level is going to be 52k. Okay, so 52k is going to be a level that Bitcoin could potentially hit. So just be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this something that you should be wary about? And it is definitely something you should be wary about, because if you're buying at these levels, especially now, I just don't think. I do think that there's a lot more lower. I think everyone's just a bit too bullish, and then people get smacked in these times. So we're going to be shorting. Because remember, guys, how the market works, when the majority are long, there's a minority that actually are short, and those are the ones that are actually making the money. But let's see. It looks Dogecoin looks good. I'm coming now. Just give me 1 minute. I just need to get some water. Sorry about that. I was just getting some water. Yeah, not much happening right now. Honestly, just waiting for Bitcoin to break this low. I really want to see if we can get the setup in today's session. I don't know if we will be able to. It's looking like it wants to dump though. It does look like it wants to dump here. Honestly, looking like it wants to get smacked. Let's see. Let's see. I'm having a look here to see if we look at the long and short ratio. So you can see right now, let's have a look. So on Binance, majority are short. OKX, majority are short. The problem with this now, you see a majority are shorting, right? If you looking at the long and short ratio. So if the majority are shorting, we might see a relief bounce back up to the upside, and then we see price come down a little bit lower throughout the day. So I mean, honestly, it's overall bearish. we take sells until. Yo, man, what's happening? Have a look at Gari Network, yeah, sure, and then Bitcoin, sure thing. So Bitcoin, if you join, we're looking at sells today on the 4-hour time frame. So basically, guys, we spoke about this multiple times. We know that 60,700 is the strongest level for Bitcoin, and only price breaks that level and closes below here on the 4-hour time frame, we take these sells back down to 58k. Okay, but until then, can't really do much. So, like I said, it's like a waiting game right now. It's honestly a waiting game for Bitcoin. It's a little bit boring, to be honest with you, which is why we in some other setups. Okay, if we have a look at Gari Network, let's have a look. Gari Network. You love this coin. I remember you always come here and ask about this coin. Yeah, Gari not looking good. We were speaking about that level over here. We did get a breakout, and then there was actually a fake out coming back down to this 0.01425 zone. I remember we did speak about the zone last time you were here. So I do think that this is, it's accumulation zone as well. It did dump quite a lot though, almost 21% from these levels over here. This would be the next level to watch out for. So just maybe wait. If you are looking to accumulate, we could potentially see another 6% drop here for Gari. And then we look for a long at this level here. I think that this is probably the lowest it can go. There's not much other support and resistance on the chart here. So if you have a look at Gari, I do think that it can come as low as this point here. Okay. So at around about 0.01425, that's going to be the zone for Gari. You're looking at quite a nice move to the upside around about 200%. But just be careful. The market's at a weird stage right now. Bitcoin could potentially break the lows today, and if that happens, we're going to see a massive sell-off on most coins here. Okay. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining today. I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna go live a little bit later. So make sure you guys do follow me on Twitter. You guys can obviously see all my updates over here, and then once I go live, you can see I'm actually, if we have a look here, I'm going live a little bit later, in around about one hour time after this. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys being here today. I will see you guys later, and yeah, see you guys.